Hello and welcome to another episode of Pat Baer's Anime Club, an ongoing video series where every other Monday I put up a new episode taking a look at something from the world of anime that I want to chat with you about. And I usually do this a little earlier in the anime season, but right now let's talk about three new fall 2023 shows to watch. And I included new because I'm not going to be talking about the many high quality sequels. Ancient Mage's Bride Season 2 Part 2, Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2, Spy Family Season 2, My Magic Power is Omnipotent Season 2, or The Saint's Magic Power is Omnipotent Season 2, my apologies. Those are all high quality, top tier shows that you should take a look at if you've watched the first season or the first part of the second season. You want to keep up? Those are all winners. Those are all things you should check out. I'm just going to focus on three shows that are new. And this actually took me a little while because I wasn't kind of feeling this season when it came to new stuff. There are some high standouts, but this is a pretty honestly average season when it comes to new things. And of course, I'm going to start off with the show that I don't know if it's going to end my top 10 list, but it's a contender for it. Frieren, Beyond Journey's End. This is gorgeous. A lovely story, a manga that I went back and reread. I don't usually reread manga as it's like coming out. I usually wait for it to finish and then I go back and read the thing. But no, I went back and reread through this story. It is unbelievable. The anime adaptation is stellar. Frieren is the elf you see here in this photo. This is the hero's party. They defeated the Demon Lord and brought humanity back from the brink. And it's been 50 years since the hero, Himmel, passed away. And our girl, who is an elf and, of course, going to live for a very long time, she is going on a journey to visit his grave, to maybe speak to the, not his grave, where his spirit resides. She's gonna go try to talk to the spirit of Himmel and like tell him what she's been up to. And it is retracing her steps. There are flashbacks of the journey. It's also about her new journey with her new companions who are basically like the disciples of two other members of the party, her original party, which is really great because you get to see like their fresh take on what's going on. There's action. There's definitely action. Don't think that this is just a slow life, like casual thing. No, stuff happens in this show, and there is beautifully done animation and incredible magic systems. This anime is 2 cour, so there's going to be more of it heading into next year, and there will be a lot to catch up on. And then the manga will just go and go and go, and I would recommend picking up the manga when the anime is done, because I don't know if we're going to get more of it. But yeah, my highest recommendation this season, I could have made this video the show to watch in fall 2023, but I want to give you a few other options. And you knew this was coming. You knew that one of these three shows was going to be an isekai. You had to know that. It's who I am. I watched almost all of them this season, especially all the new ones, to check them out. And I Shall Survive Using Potions is the show that I would recommend of the new batch of isekai. I love the more traditional isekai. I've talked about this before on these video series, but every video is possibly someone's first Pat Bear's Anime Club. So let me just say, the traditional, old school beginnings of isekai, the different world subgenre, started with inspiration from Alice in Wonderland and stories like that. Or like the Wizard of Oz, like stuff like that. So female protagonists, that's how the genre worked. And then it got redefined by making it mesh with the harem, overpowered main character subgenre. And that is the modern isekai. And then there's the postmodern isekai, which is like, I'm a bug, or sorry, I'm a spider, I'm an onsen, I'm a vending machine. God, that shit was fun. And then you have the like throwback, which I haven't talked about before. That's what this is. This is a throwback to the traditional style, going for the female lead. Our main character, Kaoru, is a no nonsense, smart girl. She knows what's up now that she has been reincarnated and sent to a different world, um, accidentally, mostly. She asks for powers. She asks for incredible abilities. She needs to cheat because she's like, I'm not, focused on fighting or anything like that. I have to survive. I want to make potions. I want to be able to make any kind of potion that I want in any kind of vessel that I want. Um, and also I want a place to store that stuff. I want to have the storage. The thing is, there's not really magic in this world, and there aren't really potions. So she kind of has to figure out, how am I going to make sense of this world? Very practical, silly at times. It is escalated a lot. It went from, I'm figuring things out, and I gotta get out of this town, and I'm gonna help some people, to, well, there are two countries that want me for themselves, and I need to take care of that with the help of like some knights and the king's brother. And it like I said, it is escalated. There aren't a lot of great supporting casts in this show that I would have liked to seen. There are a few. There's some fun ones, but it's not as big as I would have liked to have seen in the show. But overall, it's fun, and it does feel like it's not like a slow life, like chill anime, but it's closer than that, than like a really heavy actiony one. And I recommend it if you're looking for an isekai or just a silly story with decent enough animation. Check that out. All right, so our last one. I am pleased, very pleased, to recommend a mecha show. It's so nice to recommend something. Obviously, end of last year, beginning of this year, we were spoiled with Witch from Mercury. I almost said Mitch from Mercury. That's wrong. Mobile Suit Gundam Witch from Mercury is stellar. It is unbelievably good. And Bullbuster is fine. Bullbuster is like... Bullbuster has a lot of heart. You can tell from this promotional image that we're dealing with two art styles. Our mecha are done in CGI. They're done, by, I think it's the same studio. It might be another studio doing it, but yeah. So you have your digital animation with a very fun, particular style to it, and then you have your mechs, and they stand out, and it's annoying. And I wish it wasn't this way, but I understand that it kind of had to be. Bullbuster, you see in the photo there, and one of the other mech you see in the show, they're very much built like somebody was working with construction gear and had to make mechs, because they're kaiju. There are monsters. This is the story of a small company tasked with making it so that an island that has been overrun with monsters no longer has those monsters, and the people who lived in that island can go back there. So while it is a mech versus monster and a series about fighting monsters with mechs, it's also about a small business just trying to survive and deal with, red tape and bureaucracy and local people not wanting to work with them and distrusting them, and people from other industries thinking that they're trying to take over some stuff, and it's their parent company making demands that we just got introduced at the time of this recording, recently introduced to a shitty intern. So it's like a lot's going on. It is way more about like a small business trying to thrive than I thought it was going to be. But the mech fighting is very good. I love the mech design. It is very throwback. Do I wish it was digital? Of course I do. Of course I wish that the mechs were digital and the monsters were digital. And at the very least, the fact that the mechs and the monsters are digital, or CGI I should say, mean they can interact together, and that looks fine. But yeah, I wish it was fluid. It's not. And overall, Bullbuster is totally worth checking out. Watch the first couple episodes. See if you vibe with it. It's fun. And mech shows aren't always fun. And that was 3 new fall 2023 shows to watch. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know, what are you watching this season? New shows. You can also let me know about returning shows you're checking out. Are you still watching MF Ghost? Why? No, yeah, but what are you watching? Let me know in the comments if there's any shows that you're like, oh no, Pat, my favorite show this season is this like I'm gonna go look at a list here of stuff. Is your favorite show The Family Circumstances of the Irregular Witch, or My Daughter Left the Nest and Returned an S-Rank Adventurer? Let me know what new shows are you watching. What do you recommend? If you have ideas of shows you'd like to see in the future, I would love to hear your pitches in the comments below. Like and subscribe, and I will let you know that I have a schedule for the rest of 2023 into 2024. I don't normally have this, but I had to figure out when I was going to do certain videos. And I can tell you that December 4th, which will be the next video for Pat Baer's Anime Club, will be my 2023 Anime Awards. It's a thing that I started doing, I think, like 2 years ago, where I give like awards to, I've said like best initial D reference, best or most like longest title, or I think it was, oh geez, I had it in my head what this was, but yeah, various categories. Basically like superlatives that you would see in a yearbook. I think I've had something like most light novel name or something like that. I'm gonna have to go back through my old episodes, but I have some ideas for that. And then on December 18th, you will get my top 10 anime of 2023. In years past, I have made the videos in January of the following year, but that was to coincide with a website that wanted to host my list. And since they didn't, in my 2022 list, they didn't do that. So forget it. I'm just going to put it out when I want to put it out, which will be my top 10 on December 18th. And then the fall wrap up winter preview will air on January 1st with a stream on December 26th. So Boxing Day stream will be me talking about anime, which is maybe a little late in the year, but there is this window where fall is wrapped up and winter hasn't started yet because of the holidays in Japan. So there is a little bit of dead air, and it'll be the perfect time for you to catch up on fall shows, and I won't have to do my wrap up while the seasons are still happening, which I've had to do before. So that is, of course, there. For Pat Baer's Anime Club, that should have been there. Those are the next three. And then I know what I want to do in January after that, which is wild. I know what my next, I know what my next 4 Pat Baer Anime Club episodes are going to be. That's wild. And that's going to, I was just looking to make sure we're good on time here. That's going to do it for our recording for this episode of Pat Baer's Anime Club. Again, let me know if you want to give me your award. If you have an award, like you've got like show I didn't think I would like biggest surprise or something like that, or most disappointing. Is there a show? Show with that started strongest, it ended weakest. And I'm like, is it Helk? It's probably Helk. God, I am a broken record about that show. I think I'm watching it out of an obligation. So yeah, maybe biggest disappointment will be Helk or something like that. Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you, and I would hope that you'll watch a future Pat Baer's Anime Club. Talk to you soon. Goodbye.